So if your store look like this, you are one of the people that message me asking about how do I get to this kind of screen, right? So at the end of this video, to those who cannot manage to verify their own stores, to those who cannot manage to get Shopify payments or payment gateways for their own dropshipping stores, I am going to review information that's going to be helpful. This definitely works, this information that I'm going to review at the end of this video. So stick around for that information. You don't have to worry about payment gateways. I know for the past few months, Shopify has been so aggressive to dropshippers. They've been shutting down stores with money inside. There are people with thousands of dollars in their stores and the stores are shut down. And Shopify is asking them to verify their identity and they end up looking at this kind of a screen. And trust me, I know the feeling. I know how painful to find yourself looking at this kind of a screen when you want your dropshipping business to move forward. In most cases, we find ourselves not be able to get the payouts because Shopify is holding the money and they ask you to do the identity verification and you end up failing. So I've been receiving hundreds of messages about how do I get it right? How do I verify my own Shopify stores? How do I pass the ID verification? So that's what we're here to discuss. And I want to be honest with you. There is no a trick, right? I'm not sharing a trick. I just want to point out a few things that might help you. Not everyone is going to be helped with this information, but I think it is worth your ears. So just listen to it and you have nothing to lose. So I want you to know that there isn't a trick to trick Shopify or to trick Stripe, because Shopify and Stripe, they help each other to do the identity verification. So they share the information that you fed to Shopify. Shopify will upload the information that you gave them to Stripe during the verification. Then Stripe will run their checks, and trust me, they run every check. They do risk assessment, they do everything, they check everything. So now this depends on your region and this depends on your behavior on Shopify platform. So if you are someone who has been flagged, if you, let's say you had a store that was banned before, Shopify flags your IP, your Wi-Fi, because they save the data. That's why you get to sign up for cookies. When you accept or when you allow, they collect data and they use that data to maintain their platform, to even lock you out of their platform if they suspect that you are connected to fraud. So there are so many reasons to why you can not pass the identity verification risk assessment and the region of your ID. Some countries are restricted. Let's say your country have sanctions, for example, Belarus or Russia. Those countries, their IDs, they often get rejected because of the sanctions, and many more other countries, they cannot get accepted because of those sanctions. And in most cases, some people, they use personal accounts. I have seen a lot of people using fake documents. If you or the documents that they bought from someone, they don't even know the owner of the documents. They're expecting these documents to work for them. They won't work. And in most cases, they are personal account. They create Shopify Payments account, a personal account, not an LTD. Shopify, to be honest with you, not there isn't any payment gateway out there that likes to deal with individuals. Personal account, they don't like that. They want real businesses. So they want LLC or LTD. So you're gonna have to have a business, not a personal account. So most people, I have seen a lot of people coming with US accounts, and I realize that they are using documents that they don't even know the owner of the document. That's not right, because you don't even know if the person is alive or not. Because if the person was dead, that means their documents are cancelled. They are no longer alive. And you don't even know if the documents are correct or they are fake or they are real. And you do not have the proof of address of the person. Shopify checks also that if you put fake documents, if you put in any of these documents, if any of your documents that you use is fake, your identity verification will fail. That's definitely for sure. You will fail. So make sure that you are not among you are not in these kind of groups that I mentioned. ID, sanctions, fake documents, someone else's documents, without knowing the person, right? Because you do not get all the documents, you do not get legit documents, especially proof of address. Some people, they use proof of address from their home countries. That is a red flag for Shopify. They will instantly reject your ID verification. So to be honest with you, there is no a trick to trick Shopify or to trick Stripe. If they are rejecting your ID, they are rejecting because of one or two reasons that I mentioned and many more. You just have to look at your situation and see what might be the reason Shopify is flagging you or is rejecting your ID based on a few things that I mentioned. Think about other things. Think out of the box. Think about other things that you think this might be the reason, especially if you had a store that was flagged before. Also, the other thing that I want to mention is the banks that you attach as payout and the cards that you use to to pay for the subscription, to pay for the Shopify subscription. Those cards, if the store goes down, Shopify will save the cards. They will save the banks that you attached, and next time when you create another account and attach the same bank and use the same card or same PayPal account to pay for the subscription, immediately Shopify will put your store under further verification. If not, they terminate the store that same time. So once you get a store banned, if you reuse your information, Shopify will likely pick it up and instantly they will restrict your account and take you to further verifications, and you will definitely fail. So those are some of the things that gets you to fail, guys. But if you don't want to fail, you can use people like me. If you want to carry on with your Shopify business and you are not able to find a solution, you are not able to use your own documents, we can use my documents because I have LTDs in UK. I use my companies with my documents. I have real documents, UK proof of address. I have my passport. I have my ID. I have my company documents. I can verify Shopify payments for you, and all the accounts will be maintained. If you face any issues in the future, you just come back to me and you message me. I will help you out. I'll also include screenshots from the people that I worked with before, and you can see how satisfied they are. So you're not holding back just because you do not have a payment gateway. So if you are interested in getting a payment gateway, you live in a country where you are restricted, you do not have the necessary documents, we can use my documents and my support. I will be there every step with you until you get your first payout, until you no longer need me. For as long as you need me, I will be there for you.